Okay, hey everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope y'all are all doing really well. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. Today I'm really excited on what we're gonna do. So what I have planned is I'm going to start a new magical academy romance story. And I'm gonna get into it, the beginning, the intro of the story, introduce the characters. But the fun twist on this is I want y'all to help me. So I'll do a few panels and then I'll let y'all decide kind of what comes next. I have a few pre-planned options that I'm gonna have y'all choose from, but I think it'll be really fun. So it'll be kind of an interactive, we'll build this story together. I've already um, planned, I guess, my characters. So I've already prompted 3 different main characters and got their pose packs. So I have a bunch of really cool different options that I can choose from for all their poses. And I've already kind of thought of their personalities. So before we jump in, I can kind of let y'all know what I was thinking. So there's going to be 3 different characters. The main character is Clara. The second, her like best friend, sort of, her name is going to be Ivy. And the third character is Adrian. So I'll jump into it and I'll show y'all. It'll make more sense as we go. But I'm really, really excited to start this story and have y'all's help. Okay. Red instead said, build this story to get toongether. Exactly. We're going to build this story toongether. Okay. So let me switch over to my phone and let's get started. All right, so what I was kind of thinking first, okay, I was in the shorts thing, just ordering poses and stuff, so I need to start all over. Let's go to story. Let's start this. Okay, so I want the first panel to be just kind of saying the title. So I requested a title of my story. And I just, yeah, I want the first panel to just kind of be like the book cover in a way. So I need to choose, let me put Magic Academy. And yeah, as I'm designing panels and stuff, feel free to let me know how you're doing in the comments, what you've been up to today. All right, so this is kind of going to be like the book cover, I think. And then let me go. I created the title and I'm kind of obsessed with what I got. Wait, hold on 1 second. I need to reload it. All right, I'm gonna find the Magic Academy thing again. There we go. And yeah, okay, as I was saying, I requested this as my title and I'm obsessed with it. Isn't it cool? I think it's awesome. So yeah, the title of my story is gonna be Moonveil, which is the last name of the main character. All right, so I feel like maybe you can't see it super well, so maybe I should put an effect behind it to make it easier to see, or maybe I should just do a simple background. So let me do like magic. And see what we can come up with. Ooh, maybe something like this. The best part about this is I can always go back and change things. So this isn't super like it'll be okay. I think this works. All right, the first episode, I want it to just be called The Arrival. So I'm gonna put that in. And let's get into the first scene. So the first scene is going to be when Clara, arrives at the academy. So let's get started. Okay, how do I want to do this? I liked what I had been using before. This one. Okay, Red instead says there's this one where it's like a castle that looks like a magic academy at night. Okay, maybe I'll go back and find that one. I just don't want to, I want to jump into this and not spend too much time on like the details so that we can build the story together. So I'll maybe go back and explore the backgrounds a bit more later. Let's see. Okay. For the first panel, I want her to be arriving at the academy. And let's see. Okay, so I kind of want this to be there like that. And I'm going to split the panel into two. Oh my god, look at all these new like crystals. That's so cool. Okay, split it into two. Let's grab this line and go here. And then I'm going to, I kind of want it to be, it's like set in present day, but I kind of want it to give this vibe of like it's old in a way. Like they pull up in a carriage, not a car. You know what I mean? So let me see if there's like a carriage. Yeah, let's go with this. And I'm going to maybe, because I want it to be like that's in the background. So I'm gonna put some trees behind. There's one that's usually like, I think maybe it's in the pictures, not items, that I like to use. It's like a forest actually. Yeah, like this. I like using this as like a background thing. Let me duplicate it and put it here as well. I could turn it a bit, that's okay. Okay, question, are there gonna be houses? If so, how are they gonna be sorted and what names and distinguishing factors? That's a really good question. So whenever I was kind of outlining my story, I was thinking about that. I think there should be houses, and that's something that y'all can help me decide on, like the number of houses, what can be like the personality of those within the houses, like the characteristics and the colors and the animal mascot. We can go crazy with this, and so that's something that y'all can help me decide on. So in the comments, if you have any ideas, start thinking about it, because I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm not too sure, you know? But I feel like that's important to have houses. Oh, and I missed canned tea. Said, will there be canned tea in the story? I don't know if there will be canned tea. There will be tea in mugs for sure. But maybe I'll make an exception and put some canned tea also, just for you. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in our main character. And she's going to be like stepping out of the carriage, nervous. I generated so many different poses. I feel like there has to be one in here that I can use. Okay, I'd say anywhere between 3 to 5 houses is a good number. Yeah, I agree. Maybe let's do 4, a common ground. All right, so let's go through here. There's probably a good one in emotions where she's a bit nervous. Hey, look, I snuck in this muggle beverage called Canty. Let's try it. Yeah, that's true. It could be, um, yeah, maybe I can make a joke around the Canty. All right, there was also a classroom pose where she was holding a backpack I saw, and that could be a good one for her getting off the carriage like this one. All right, so there we have our first panel. And so let's go back. And now this is when the drama starts, okay? So actually, I do want to change this one really quick. I think I want to do just like a simple, what about something like this? Like something kind of mysterious. Because the green was throwing me off a bit. Let's go with that. Okay. Yeah, now this is when the drama kind of starts. So, 1 second. All right, perfect. Okay, so this is when y'all need to help me out a little bit, okay? So in this scene, she's gonna be fresh off the carriage at this new school, and there's gonna be students whispering about her. So like one student will be like, "That's the one with the curse." Another student will be like, "No, I heard this, blah 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 blah." And so this is when y'all come in. I need y'all to choose how does she respond to this treatment or this gossiping. So I've already written down your options. So I'm going to send it in the comments, and I want y'all to decide how does she react. Okay, there's a bunch of, so let me type this out for y'all. I heard she likes canned tea. Now everyone is obsessed with canned tea. All right, let me just send this to y'all really quick. And as I design the panel, y'all can kind of think about, you know, what do we want her to do? How do we want her to act? We're already shaping like her personality. All right. Oh, and I just saw a comment from Instagram saying, "How are you doing today? Thank you for giving us a platform where we can get out our creative ideas. New issue of Rap Royalty next Friday." I am doing great. I'm so happy y'all are here hanging out with me, and I hope y'all are having a good Thursday too. And okay, everyone, new issue of Rap Royalty next Friday. Okay, let's. Oops, I didn't even send this on YouTube. There we go. Making sure y'all all get a say in what she does. All right, let's start designing this panel. I'm gonna try, for the sake of this live stream, keep it kind of simple design-wise. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the same background because they're still there. I'm gonna like maybe zoom in a little bit. And it's going to be divided in 3. So let me go to shapes and see if there's one that divides it. Ah, this one. Okay. And then again, I want the backgrounds to like make sense. This middle one I can keep like that, but then maybe look at pictures. Well, I can do the carriage thing again for, yeah, okay. So let me do forest. Someone said, I'm sticking with my idea of her just intending to ignore and walk away. Ooh, and walk along, not wanting drama on her first day. Then some other person tells them to respectfully knock it the hell off. Okay. And Canty is saying A. All right, all right. Okay, heard. All right. So let's place some people. These are just randoms. So we can just choose like from here. So she's talking. And someone voted B. All right, so I'm getting the vibe. We're going with something like, yeah, she just pretends she doesn't care. She's walking along. Point is, she's not going to respond. Okay. All right, so let's put this person like this. And then we need to put this is going to go here. I put a sky. D cracks open a can of tea. Oh wait, that's not okay. Put some clouds in there. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so this person is going to say, they're going to say, that's her, the one with the curse. She kind of looks happy. I don't really want her to be, I want her to be kind of mean. So maybe let me grab a different person that's a bit more mean. Who should I choose? Okay. Oh, she's like a vampire. This is putting mean. There we go. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So it said, also, what's the dress code? Is it strict or they can wear whatever they want as long as it's modest, but occasionally have to wear uniforms on formal occasions? So that's a good question. Whenever I created the 3 like main characters, I gave them some creative freedom. So I can just show you now the 3 main people. I wanted it kind of like to show their vibe, but at the same time have that magical aspect. So here's one. You see, he has like the kind of cape going on, but he's still dressed in like a button up and pants. And then here's this one. And see, she's more like adventurous and outgoing, has flowers in her hair, but still has that cape. So it's like magical influences, but they can still have their creative freedom. But I think that I need to generate them with formal outfits on. So maybe there would be a time and a place where they have to wear a strict uniform that they all share, but not every day, only on formal occasions. That's what I'm going to say. And then this is our other character. So you see, they all kind of have the cape going on, but the rest is kind of up to them. Hi, Sky, welcome. Check in here. Okay. All right, that's her, the one with the curse. And then let's grab another person. Look, here's Draco. Should I use him? Draco exists in multiple universes. And yeah, I want him talking. Let's look at all that there is. All right, bring him around like this. And then I'm gonna have the carriage kind of covering his legs. But I do need, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna put, actually if I get him legless, then it'll be a bit more easy. All right. Or maybe I just put an object to cover that part. Let's just get an object. What should the object be? It's gonna be like a suitcase. I'm gonna put a suitcase. There we go. Perfect. Oh wait, no, okay. This is when it takes some design thought. How do I want to do this? Because usually I find it easier if they don't have the legs, then you can just place them to cover. Maybe I can do that. I need to look at all his poses. There we go. You'll see what I mean. This is like easier. And now I need, oh, part of a bush to cover. That's smart. Well, too late. What should I have him be saying? He needs to be like, no, you're right about the bush. I wonder if I can do that. What should he be saying? He's whispering about Clara. He's gossiping. He's spreading drama. He's being a hater, basically. What should he be saying? Give me some ideas. Let's see if this bush method, there we go. And let's just have him being kind of mean, like he has a mean face. Or he looks judgmental, you know? That's a judgmental face. He should say how much he loves candy. Let's do that. He's gonna say, keep it down, she'll hear you. You're not wrong though. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh, I can't type. She'll hear you. And then I'm gonna put another speech bubble saying, like, you're not wrong though. Try them facing this way. No, let's do it like this. Let's make it a little bit smaller so it fits better. And he's also, I like to also show like the size of the speech bubble correlating with like, yeah, if they're shouting or whispering, and he's gonna be whispering, so I'm gonna make the speech bubble a bit smaller. Okay. And then another one. You're not wrong though. Once again, cannot type. I need to update the app though, because now we added autocorrect. Okay. I want to, yeah, let me just do it like this. Okay, and then what was that? Y'all decided she's just gonna ignore it. She's not gonna say anything. So that's what she's gonna do. Let's grab her. Let's look at her pose options. There's dynamic. These are maybe a bit too high energy for her vibe at this moment in time. Look, there's the tea, but it's not canned. Maybe she should just put on some headphones. She's like drowning out the haters. I'm gonna do that. She's drowning out the haters. She's like, whatever. I'm never saying whatever. Someone asked, can we use our own characters? What do you mean? On the app or in my story? Or what do you mean? Are you familiar with toongether, Sky? Let me know what you mean exactly by your own characters. All right, so there we go. Should make a pack for characters to drink candy. Yeah, maybe in the next, I think the tea one, what was that from? What pack was that from? But we can make one with candy, maybe. Okay. Okay, on the app, yes, yes, yes. Like what Red instead said, yes, you can make a request in the app and describe what you want it to look like. And you can also do a private request, so it's the characters that only you can use and no one else. So for example, these characters that I'm using that I showed, not all of them, but this one here at the bottom, I requested her. So I described what she looks like and what I wanted her to be wearing. And that's how I created her myself. You're welcome. Yeah, so this is toongether Sky. Um, and it's free and super fun, and you can create your own web comics, and you can create your own characters, backgrounds, items. There's hundreds and thousands of different ones to choose from. All right, so there we go. We have that panel. And now we're moving on to kind of like the second scene where they're going to be in the hallway of the school, and Clara is going to be turning a corner, and she bumps into a new character named Adrian, and he drops his stuff and is mean to her. Let's see, to put the mood into perspective, make her think something like just ignore them. Yeah, no, we can do that. Let's see. I'm gonna do, I liked, what are the like, in automatopoeia, there's some like thought bubbles. Yeah, like this. So I can do one of those. And the name of the app is toongether. I'll type it out. All right, just checking on Instagram too. All right, let's get back to it. What did Red instead say? Just ignore them. Good idea. Just, oops, just ignore them. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Or what I can also do is this. Oops. And then make it a bit bigger. Perfect. All right. So she's in the hallway. She bumps into Adrian. He drops all his stuff and is kind of mean. And there will be an interactive choice. So maybe I tell y'all how the panel is going to go, the scene, so y'all can already start brainstorming. So here's how it's going to go. Like I said, she bumps into him. He drops his stuff. And then he says, like, watch where you're going. And she's going to say, sorry, I didn't realize the hallways were reserved for royalty, because he's just kind of, he has that air about him. He has that vibe, like he's just kind of stuck up. And she senses it and is like, whoa, my bad. And then here's where you'll have to decide how should he then respond to that, okay? So let's see. I'll write it out. Let me type it out and send it in the chat. Oh no, I exited a second. Okay. All right. Yeah, the classic snobby nobleman. Exactly. He's like an aristocrat. Just he comes from a really well-to-do family and he just gives that vibe. All right, I'm just giving y'all the options in the chat. So this is how he's going to respond to her saying, I didn't realize the hallways were reserved for royalty. And if y'all don't really connect with any of those answers, feel free to give your own. It can also be open response. You don't have to choose one of those. It's just some options just in case. Just to help y'all decide. But yeah, if you have specific answers, you're more than welcome to send them over. All right, so they're in the hallway. I found one when I was looking earlier that I liked. I can't remember what I typed. I should have saved it. I think I might have put just Magic Academy and it was one of them. But it was like a hallway that kind of reminded me of Hogwarts in a way. Um, maybe if I put hallway. It was really good. I should have saved it. I feel so silly now. We don't want like a modern school hallway. We want an old one. This, we could maybe work with that one. I need to start like, okay, let me start saving these. Or maybe castle hallway. Okay, oh yeah. Here we go. These are really good. Yes, exactly. It's giving the vibe I wanted. Let's go with this. It's very dark and moody. All right. So, okay, so the first half of this panel is going to be, I'm going to divide it in three again. One where Claire's walking, and then the second part, she bumps into Adrian, and the third part, he's like, maybe if I can design it in the right way, he's like on the ground. His books are everywhere. All right, let's go. I want, yeah, let's do it like this again. And this is perfect because the third one, he's gonna be on the ground with his books, and you just see like the stones already. So I think this is gonna really work well, the composition and everything. All right, so let's have Clara walking in her new school through the halls. I kind of want like a, let me see if I can. I remember there was something that was really, would work really well for her when she runs into him. So let me see if I can find that again while we're here. Because I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. She was kind of like leaning back like this. It might have been within magic. Oh yeah, like this. Okay, so that one's gonna go here. And it's gonna be when she's gonna like back into him. So let me already start. Okay, my creations. Let's grab him. And he's gonna be walking. Let's look at his, all of the posts. Okay. You could just have a forward facing one and just hide the feet. Wait for which part? Oh yeah, for the, yeah, okay. I wonder if this would work for when she, I don't know if that would work actually. Yeah, okay. Why not? What do y'all think? For walking. Oh yeah, when she's, yeah, walking at the top. Yeah, I can probably hide her feet like here if I put them. And here it kind of looks like he is running into her. So maybe that's what actually happened. He runs into her, but then blames it on her. Maybe. Okay. So I can have her walking here at the top. Maybe I want her headphones back on, eyes closed. That could be why she runs into him. Yeah, it seems she's getting the worst end of the impact. Yeah, I feel like it's her who gets hurt, but then he acts like a drama queen. So it doesn't seem very fair, the treatment, but now y'all are getting his vibe. He's not, maybe not, the best guy. I'm trying to figure out. Let me just see if there's one that's. Ooh, see, this one, when she's down on her knees, would be perfect for when he drops his stuff. I wonder if there's one like that for him. Also here, I can put. I'm gonna figure out what to do on the top one later. But for now, let's grab him and let's see if there's that pose on the ground. That would be perfect. Ooh, this one. That's perfect. Just ignore the little, it's for magic, so there's little like sparkles. Just ignore that. It's not there. Isn't that perfect? Okay. Let's see if there's, yes, and there's like a spilled like bag. Yes, perfect. There we go. But we all know the jerks eventually turn to friends, is what Red instead said. Yeah, maybe some foreshadowing. Enemies to lovers, maybe? Okay. So his backpack is down on the ground. Let's see. Maybe something like that. That's fine. Okay. Where do I want it like? Oh, I kind of want to cover the like magical sparkle things. No, it's fine. Like that is good, I think. Okay. Now I need to figure out how I'm gonna show that she's walking. Maybe let me just do a plain. Let's see. If I can do one where it's cut off, that's ideal. But let me see if I can just do neutral. Yeah, subtle foreshadowing, exactly. Like, maybe. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Maybe I just do like this if you can't. You can use some words like tap, tap, tap. Ooh, good idea. When you say tap, tap, tap on the top one, is that what you mean? Yes, to really show that she's walking, because if not, and maybe I need to. Maybe I need to put like a walkway, or do y'all think it's fine? No, I think it's fine. I'm getting too specific with things. Okay, let's go with that. And again, let's have her walking and just try to cover her legs. I think that's going to work well. Move his cape up just a tad. Can you tell I'm crazy about details? Okay. Let's add one more tap and show the impact. Yes. Okay. What kind of onomatopoeia are we thinking for? Ooh, there's like a trip one. That could work. Wow, there's so many onomatopoeia. Wham. Let's go with wham. Let's see. This will work. Let's put it here. All right. A little to the right. Does it look like, maybe I should find a different pose for him? What do y'all think? Or maybe I can cover the, let's find a different one for him. He's just walking. Here, I'll have him listening to music this time. Oh no, but it looks like he's smiling a bit. I don't want him to be smiling. He's upset that she ran into him. So let me look at all these poses again. Okay. Maybe just walking. Like this. There we go. But I need to place something behind her to cover her legs. I think that looks good. I just need like a black orb of some sort to go here. You know what I mean? There we go. All right, I'm happy with this. That looks good. I like that. Good job, guys. We're getting somewhere. I still need y'all to vote on how he reacts. Okay, in the next panel, we're going to have them saying, he's going to say, watch where you're going, and she's going to say, sorry, didn't realize the hallways were reserved for royalty. But then we need the response. I'm going to send it again. And I need y'all's feedback. And again, you can come up with a different answer too. All right, just sent it on YouTube. Let me send it over here on Instagram too. So there's 3 options, or you can come up with a 4th secret option too. Open response. All right, okay, really happy with that. Let's go back. And, ooh, he's getting, okay, insolent peasant. He's getting really feisty. Okay, there's an option. All right, need to go back to, let's go back to last used. Go here. And yeah, he's muttering. Okay. And then Let's do the 3 again. Switch it up a little bit. He says, are you cursed with blindness too, you insolent head? Wow, y'all really want him to be really mean. It's gonna be hard for him to go from enemies to lovers. He's gonna have to do a lot of work to come back from this. If that's what's gonna happen in the story, we don't know. Okay, so he's gonna say, watch where you're going. And I need something kind of in the middle. Should I place? Maybe I just do like a color, like a dark red to show that she's mad. He has a speech. Okay. You know what I mean? Like something. But the only, no, okay, whatever. We'll get to that later. We'll get to the details later. Let's just start with the important parts. What is it? My creations. Okay. He is mad. Yeah, I could. I'll have him redeem himself later. He will. We'll make sure he redeems himself. It's important. Okay, so he's gonna be mad. Here we go. And like I was saying, we need something to put here, like cover his legs, but we'll get to that. Okay, let's give him a speech bubble. He says, watch where you're going. And then, or I can do something. I wonder if this. And then she is here like, she snaps back with something too. He's not the only feisty one. There we go. Oops. Okay. There we go. And then let's get to him. Okay. What does he say? Let's duplicate him, but he's gonna be more. He's still mad, but yeah, you said he's gonna be muttering. So let me see if this is a bit super descriptive, but let's see if we can find something like mad in a low key way. Ah, yes. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh no, I erased him. And I'm gonna put a color over here. Let's do black. A black square. Or I like this color. Okay, and then he is just being rude. He's gonna say, all right, there we go. Actually, I want to edit this to be a little bit smaller. Because again, he's like muttering it. Let me put an onomatopoeia that's like mutter. Okay, there we go. And then this is going to be the final panel of today. But don't worry, this is going to be an ongoing story. So I'll do one more where she meets her friend, her first friend at the school. And then that'll be the last panel for today, but we'll continue the story on Tuesday. So don't worry, there will be more. Okay. So this is going to be the last one. Let me see how I want to. All right, I'm going to go back to same background. They're still in the same spot. But let's see how I want to do this. Bye-bye. Have a good Thursday, rest of your day. Okay, so just going to divide it into half. Ah, you'll be at a water park. Have lots of fun. I wish I could go to a water park. It's freezing here where I am. It's way too cold. Okay, so this is when Ivy comes in. So this is, oops, I can't. One second. Okay, my draft is saved. Oh no. Whoa, I have so many untitled stories. Y'all see this? It's crazy. Okay. So I think that's everything for today. We'll continue the story next time. But I had lots of fun doing it with y'all, and let me know, start thinking about what else y'all think can happen in the story because we're building this together. So let me know if y'all come up with any new characters, if y'all do some brainstorming over the houses, anything like that. I want to see it, I want to hear about it, and on Tuesday we can continue the story together. So yeah, it was lots of fun, and I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Bye.